Hello everyone, my name is Lalit Soni and I welcome you all in this new episode of In-Depth series by Drishti IAS. So in this video, we'll be talking about rather new concept, that is vote from home. You must have heard about work from home in COVID times. Now Election of Commission of India in this general election will be talking about this particular concept, and they have implemented it from certain class of people. So we will be talking about that, who these people are and who all are eligible for basically this particular service. Okay, so let's start. Point of discussions in today's video would be, first we will talk about the news, and then we will talk about vote from home. What is vote from home? Then eventually we will see who are those people who can be eligible for this particular facility, and then how it will happen, what will be the procedure behind it. Then certain benefits and challenges you will see, then other inclusive measures which has been taken by Election Commission of India, which we will talk about, and then there will be a practice question in the end for you to attempt. Okay, so let's start the discussion. First, we will talk about the news. So recently there has been announcement of 7-phase general election in 2024. This will be the longest election, second longest election you can say. The first general elections, they were longest because obviously we were new to the concept, and there was various stages wherein these elections were conducted, because the process was new for the Indians, and other than that also India was a very vast country, and that is why we have taken various phases in the first general election. And after first general elections, 2024 this 2024 election, Lok Sabha elections, will be the longest. Okay, the emphasis on the scale of the electoral movement and the inclusivity efforts taken by the Election Commission of India. These inclusivity, you can say, these are the efforts from which Election Commission of India will ensure the participation of more and more people, and in that regard they have come up with the idea of vote from home, wherein such people who cannot come to the polling booth, they can vote from the home itself. Okay, introduction of vote from home facility for person with disabilities and senior citizens aged 85 and above. Okay, so this is not the first time that they are going for such action, or you can say they have already been doing it for various you can say elections. It was started from Bihar General Assembly elections. So first time such facility was used in Bihar, and afterwards you can see there has been 11 state assembly elections wherein they have used this facility. Okay, and now we are going for the first time in the general elections as well. Okay, now when we are talking about this concept of voting from home, meaning here is that there will be a facility wherein certain people will come to your home, they will help you cast a vote. They will not influence the your vote. They cannot tell you any opinion, etc. So there will be a videographer to make sure that there is no influence on the person or the voter, and then that ballot will be taken to the Election Commission. Okay, so that is the procedure we will see. So basically what is happening here is that people will come to you, they will help you cast the vote, and they will take their instrument back. Okay, so it will not through the EVM, it will not be through the EVM, but there will be another procedure behind it. So coming to the first thing, who are eligible. So first here you can see that people aged 85 and above. If you are 85 or more than 85 years old, then you can avail this facility. Then person with disability. When we are talking about person with disability, there is important factor which is here included, that person should have a disability of more than 40%. Okay, it shall not be less than 40% of prescribed handicap and certified by the certifying authority. So first you should have a certificate of not less than 40% of disability. Okay, so that is the second category. Then media person covering polling day activities. Now these two people will have vote from home, and these other class of people will be voting through other instrument, or you can say the postal ballot. Okay, now media persons covering polling day activities, those people who are authorized by the Election Commission of India to cover the polling activities, so they will also be availing this particular remote voting system. Okay, so that is one thing. Another thing is that these media personnels were added in for the first time, because in the state assembly elections they were not part of it. This is the first time they have been added to it. Okay. Then workers from the essential services like a person working in hospital or in railways, those services which cannot be closed. Okay. So for such people also we have this facility. And then service voters, all those personals or the soldiers who are employed in the service or the defenses, armed forces, so they will have this particular facility. Okay. So personnel of the armed forces posted away from their hometowns, central armed police forces, personnel deployed away from the home, and those on the poll duty. Okay. So these are the category of people who will be able to avail this particular facility. Now what will be the process? So here you can see that there is a particular form, that is form number 12D. Okay. So you can download this form from the Election Commission website, or otherwise you can get it. Okay. So once you take that particular form, okay, afterwards you have to apply it, or you have to file the application within 5 days of election at District Election Commission office. Okay. So within the 5 days of the elections you have to actually apply using this particular form to the District Election Commission's office. Okay. Afterwards, 2 polling officer and a videographer and a security person will visit the voter's home and enable voting in a postal ballot. Okay. So basically what will happen here is that 2 person will come, okay, along with a videographer will come and a security person will come. Okay. So these 4 people come to your house. Okay. They will help you cast the vote, and that postal ballot they will take with themselves. Okay. Now one thing here is clear, that there will be no influence, first thing. Second thing is, this postal ballot will be discreet. Okay. So it will be a secret ballot. Okay. Then voters will be informed about the date and approximate time of visit of the election officials by SMS, okay, to the mobile number given in the application form, or through a postal ballot. Okay. So basically what will happen is that they will actually inform you that on this particular date and at this particular time they will be coming to you for the voting. Now that person should be available at home. If you are not available at home, they will try once more. Okay. But again, then if you are not there for the 2 consecutive days when they are arriving for your vote, but the thing is, if you are not there, then you will lose the opportunity to vote. Okay. So here you can see the polling team will attempt 2 visits. If the elector is not present at the given address, they will lose the opportunity to vote. Okay. Through this vote from home, or otherwise else through the EVM mechanism as well. So ultimately, if you are not there for the 2 times, you will lose that particular opportunity to vote. Okay. So there is no you can say redressal of grievance after you are not available for these 2 attempts. Okay. So that is the procedure. There is a form, you have to fill the form, and then that form is to be submitted at District Election Commissioner's office. Then certain people will come to you, you have to cast your vote, they will take the postal ballot. If for the 2 times, if you are not at your home, you will lose the opportunity to vote. Okay. So that is the procedure. Now what are the key benefits from the vote from home? So obviously there are certain people, or senior citizens, people with disabilities. These people cannot go to polling booth all the time. There are certain restrictions. Okay. So to include them in the voting process, to increase the accessibility of the voting process, okay, so that will be a benefit, that it will ensure increased accessibility, convenience, okay, inclusivity. These people will be able to participate in the polling process, or you can say democratic process. Okay. Now mitigation of weather related challenges. Recently in Andhra Pradesh, it was seen that there was this heat waves. Okay. And because of which there are chances that senior citizens might not be able to come. When we are talking about the general elections, they are also happening in the April and June. There are chances that in certain areas there can be heat waves. Okay. So that would help you, because these senior citizens who cannot come outside with such weather conditions, then vote from home will help them. Now reduced waiting time and crowding. Okay. Because at the polling station there will be a waiting time and crowding, so that will be reduced. Then empowerment of the vulnerable groups. Okay. So people with disabilities and senior citizens are basically vulnerable group, and they will be empowered with their right to vote. Okay. Now moving further, there are certain key challenges, we can say coordination challenge. Okay. First thing is coordination, because this is a mammoth exercise wherein you have to go to home of a person. Okay. So that is a, there will be a coordination related challenge. Other than that, there are challenges related to awareness. Since you are saying that there are 5 days you have to inform or fill the form and file the application, for that you must give, there is only 1 month left to the voting. So there should have been an awareness drive, beforehand, but that is not there. So there are high chances that ECI will go for such election awareness drive in the coming time. But the thing is, there can be some challenges because enough time was not given for the awareness generation. Need for extensive awareness generation among voters and the polling officers. Past experiences highlights low awareness level among voters during the previous elections, state assembly elections. It has been seen that there was low awareness related to this particular process. Okay, then logistics challenge. Okay, so logistical challenge will be there because this is when we are talking about this particular process of work, vote from home, sorry. So in that, you will require certain personnel. At least you can say for each vote there are 4 people who are going over there. So other than that also, if number of the voters is high, logistic challenges will become more. Okay, so are we ready for such mammoth exercise? Okay, so all these are certain challenges. Okay, I hope that Election Commission of India have must think about all these things before coming to this particular concept. Or even better, that even though there are certain challenges, once we start this exercise, there are high chances in the future these challenges will decrease. Okay, so now coming to the last, you can say slide, that is related to your inclusive measures by ECI. Election Commission of India has taken other measures which are inclusive in nature. Here the government is also experiment with the remote voting for domestic migrants. There are people who has migrated from their own home state to other areas for employment, etc. So government is trying, or you can say they are experiment with the remote voting as well. The multi-constituency remote electronic voting machine would allow people to who migrated within the country for employment and opportunity to vote for their home constituency from the remote locations. So such people who has migrated to, let's say a person from Bihar has migrated to Mumbai. Okay, now with this facility, that person from Mumbai can vote during the state assembly elections as well. Okay, or whether wherever he has his electoral or he has his name enrolled in the electoral roll. Okay, if implemented, it can lead to a social transformation for the migrants and connect with their roots. Now, provision of assured minimum facilities at the polling stations. So these particular facilities are for the senior citizens and the people with disabilities. Okay, so there will be certain kind of help which will be provided over there, like a wheelchair, etc. So for that also you have to apply through Saksham application. Okay, then highlighting the measures such as free transportation on the poll day, appointment of PWD icons, okay, Braille enabled EVMs and EPIC. So these are certain measures which has been taken by the Election Commission of India. Now this is about vote from home, which we have already talked about. Now we will come to the practice question for you. Okay, right to vote and to be elected in India is a fundamental right, a natural right, a constitutional right, a legal right. So basically this was a question which was asked in your examination in 2017. So I hope you can answer this. So attempt this question, answer in the comment box. With that, I would like to take your leave. If you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe this channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.